Hey, all you gardening kings and queens out there. We're back and we're live on the Mr. Maple Show. I'm Matt. Welcome to the Mr. Maple Show.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Tim. It's Friday morning. We're doing a live stream here. We got some big announcements coming on. We got some really cool things happening here at Mr. Maple. It's Fun Flower Friday because it's Friday. We got a lot of cool things to talk about. Throw your questions in that live chat. We'll be answering those questions live. Thank you all so much for jumping in this morning. Make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. We put out daily content on the Mr. Maple Show about gardening and Japanese maples. And we have a weekly podcast on your favorite podcast platform. So go check us out, the Mr. Maple Show.
Yeah, if you didn't notice, big news for us here at the Mr. Maple Show. We just hit 20,000. So we're super excited to get to 20,000 subscribers. We've got some fun stuff planned for that. We're going to go out to eat with our whole media team next week, and I think I'm going to give you a little bit more in-depth look at what Corbin and Sean and Brian and Nigel and Tim and I do to try to get this show out to you every single day. I mean, we have a whole team here now of media people. It's kind of crazy. Brian and Corbin are in there editing pretty much every day. I mean, they wear a lot of hats. They're out there selling trees yesterday. They do a lot of different things around the nursery. Corbin may be out weed eating one day and then editing like the most in-depth garden walk through the next. So we do a lot of different things here. But I kind of want to get those guys on camera next week and make a little video kind of showing you about what it takes to kind of put on the Mr. Maple Show daily here. We can kind of show you, Nigel's in there working on analytics and ads and things like that for our channel and just working on all things IT. But I think you'd enjoy seeing a little behind the scenes, whether it's Tim and I coming up with ideas, the whole thing, and Sean playing those amazing guitar riffs we use in the podcast. It takes a real team to kind of get everything going here.
It really does, and we've got a great team here at Mr. Maple, from our media team that really puts this through to our shipping team that's working hard each and every day to ship trees out to you. And so we've got an awesome team here at Mr. Maple I'm super proud of, and none of that would be possible without y'all. So we appreciate y'all subscribing. We appreciate y'all shopping with us on Mr. Maple. It really means a lot to us. And 20,000 is a pretty big mile marker for us, so we really appreciate y'all.
One little announcement, and I don't have a date for you yet, but y'all always ask about our hats and all this merch we have. See this little guy over here on the corner wearing the Mr. Maple, or actually he's wearing the Maple Mafia trucker hat. We've had a Lightroom box in here. We've had Joe in here making some really cool photos for our merch store. We're working on that. We may be dropping some merch Mondays coming soon where we put some, just random maple merch on our website for hats, t-shirts. We'll be looking at maybe even having a t-shirt contest at some point, just coming up with different fun ideas to interact with our maple community and, just making it fun. I know I have a bunch of t-shirt ideas I want to make. We've got to find probably a better local t-shirt place that we can print a bunch of stuff. We've got some great places for logos for hats. If you hadn't noticed, we've got the Maple Mafia. Some of our stuff says Mr. Maple Show with the hot blonde leaf in the middle. And then we also have the classic MrMaple.com with the Benny Shishahinga leaf in the middle.
So if we do merch Mondays, and we do 10 at 10s on Tuesdays, and we do Thursdays, another 10 at 10 sometimes, and Fun Flower Fridays, what's Wednesday's going to be?
Walk through Wednesday.
I
don't know. We'll have to come up with something. But, it's just something fun, and it'll give us a way to kind of get a little bit of the merch out. We actually made a lot of it up, so it'll give us a little bit of a way to drop a few things. Maybe we'll drop 5 or 6 new items or 10 new items there in the merch store every now and then to kind of refresh it. And it'll let us see which things you like the most so we can keep making them too. I know my camo trucker Maple Mafia hat might not be for the masses, but, some of y'all might enjoy this goofy hat like this. I love it.
Well, good morning to everybody, all of our regular viewers who are in the United States who shop with us, but also good morning to everyone that's our international viewers.
Or good night.
Yeah, or good night. And we got hello from Germany from Sinisa Sergo. Hello to you too. We appreciate you jumping in the live chat this morning.
Yeah, and as always, guys, we'll do this as a Q&A as well. So if you have maple or just plant-related questions while we're doing this Q&A, we like to do our Q&As live. It's easier, and we can kind of get to your exact questions faster. So you can always put those in the live chat. I've got that up in front of me right here. Tim's got it up on his computer as well. And it'll give us a chance to kind of interact with you guys, but answer those in real time too.
So, as always, Fridays are our time we release a lot of our flowering plants. Sometimes they're plants that we cheat a little bit with, and they kind of have flowers, but, they're not super prominent. We've got Salix Hakuro Nishiki, the variegated willow tree, coming on today's Fun Flower Friday. We also have Cornus Kusa green sleeves. So that's one of the best upright Kusa dogwoods. We've got them in 1 gallons, 1 gallon XLs, and 3 gallons coming off today.
Nice. We're up in those size differences on everything. If you hadn't noticed, there's a lot of things. We're putting multiple sizes on the website for one product. So I know Nigel, our IT guy, has been having his hands full, but you've been creating a lot of new products with multiple size ranges there.
We have been. And Davidia, A Lady Sunshine's dropping today at 10 o'clock. We've got those in 1 gallons. We've got Ulmus Ridii is getting thrown in here today, and that is an amazing yellow elm. We've got Kynanthus virginicus Emerald Night, which is a male selection of the native fringe tree.
Awesome plant.
Selection by our friend Brian Upchurch.
Yeah, we actually bought at Highland Creek Nursery in 2013. Everything but the name and the property. So we brought over a lot of the plants, and it really got us into doing stuff outside of maples. And one of my favorites there, I think Emerald Night, a little underrated. I mean, it really could be out there even more. It's a great native fringe tree.
We've also got Viburnum Wavecrest coming back to the Fun Flower Friday, which is a variegated lantana viburnum. One of my favorite viburnums, by the way. Super thick foliage.
Great variegation.
White blooms. Great variegation. Really big leaves. Looks cartoon-like.
You've heard me say this a lot of times, but I love plants that have so crazy a variegation that when it flowers, that's just a bonus.
We also got, coming back today, Rhododendron Everred, which is one of my favorite rhododendrons. It's a dwarf compact red, and sometimes it can almost get like a blue color to it.
Yeah, we got to make sure to keep those away from the Acer palmatum Everred because that always gets mixed up. Incredible plant. I plan on planting some of these around those big yellow cascades we have right outside the office. So I plan to have an area, and I want to kind of put those around the base of them and kind of let that red rhododendron kind of accentuate those bright yellow Japanese maples. That is probably one of the coolest looking foliage rhododendrons ever.
Yeah, it's got the burgundy foliage and the bright red blooms, so it's a rock star out there. Then we've got Berberis Orange Rocket coming back. That's one of our most popular Berberis's we offer. Pieris Mountain Fire's coming back, which is one of our most popular Japanese Andromeda. And Cornus Alba Buds Yellow. And I know a lot of y'all have been waiting for that to come back in stock. I've been getting a lot of notifications for that. Guys, it's back today. Cornus Alba Buds Yellow. So some really cool things there. And we still have the Asahi from last week, which I'm pretty excited about. It's that cast iron plant with those white tips variegation. So check those out on the Fun Flower Friday today. But y'all, we've got some other fun things coming up. We've got an open house coming up on Labor Day. So whenever it's Labor Day, it's going to be 8 to 4 of 2023. Labor Day, when we do these open houses, this is going to be one of our biggest open houses of the year. I think our very biggest is typically our Memorial Day, but Monday, September 4th is Labor Day this year. Get your hotels now for September 3rd so you can get there really early in the morning for Memorial Day. The hotels in Hendersonville book up pretty quickly. This is something you'll want to be a part of. We're going to have more Japanese maples up top than ever before.
We say that every time, but it's actually true.
It's very true. And there'll be very different things that you've never seen before because more plants are finishing down low that we're bringing up top.
I can confirm we will have our band here. You might have known them before as Bad Rabbit. Now they go by the Carolina Drifters. So Sean and Jess and Kate and all the other awesome members of the Carolina Drifters will be here. They just dropped a new single, Gasline, so check that out online sometime too. Sean's the guy playing that amazing guitar intro at the beginning of our podcast. Me and Malad was just telling me last night he needs to hear the full song. He's like, what is this song? And he sent it to me, and I was like, oh, that's Sean. He's just riffing. He's like, you need to release the full. I want to hear the whole song. I was like, yeah, I get it. It's awesome. But we'll have them here playing. I need to contact the food truck. I plan on having a food truck for Labor Day. We're going to have a ton of stuff. I know Brian and Corbin and Nigel, they've been dragging out a lot more plants that we didn't have kind of showcased before and getting those out. So we'll have some more tins you hadn't even seen. They've been really kind of organizing a lot of that. Some of that will be coming to the Pick Up Now section on our website where you can buy big stuff that isn't shippable, but you can pick it up in person. So be looking for updates there to that pickup section. There'll be some more plants dropping in there. A couple different sizes and things that may already be there as well. So there's some incredible B&B stuff in that we just got onto the pickup. So if you want a little preview or if you want to get ahead of the crowds on the Labor Day, do check out our Pick Up Now section.
So Corbin just picked up a huge dancing peacock yesterday. So the story behind this is he yesterday was helping a customer in the 10 gallons. And you can schedule an appointment to come by and shop the 10 gallons with Jody. And then, Brian, Sean, or Corbin goes out there and helps show you all the different 10 gallons. And a lady started asking about the Maku Jaku. And Corbin's been eyeing this Maku Jaku, the dancing peacock, for, since it came in. And the lady was like, "What about that tree there?" And he's like, "It's sold."
he had to make a decision quick.
He pulled the trigger quick. And so that's how he ended up picking the dancing peacock yesterday, is because he was helping a customer who started to ask about it. And he was like, "Uh-oh, that tree's about to be gone. I better take it home."
That's a nice 5.5 foot, 1.5 caliper. It's a nice looking Maku Jaku. I think you're going to enjoy that one in the fall. Corbin's running the buttons over here this morning. But one thing that's fun here at our place is we create a lot of plant collectors. I think Corbin came here with no passion for Japanese maples. He was a gardener and he loved native plants and he loved, all things plants, but I don't know that he had the specific taste. And it's funny because now we've got all these different people competing for plants that work here too. It's kind of funny. We kind of create plant hoarders extraordinaire here at our place, which is fun. I love that everybody kind of gets the bug for it.
Well, y'all, we've got so many fun things happening here at Mr. Maple. The limited release sale, Bruce Barton's talking about that. I know Bruce has been sharing a lot in the Mr. Maple Friends group on Facebook. That's a great way, if you're not involved, to get involved. Share videos of your garden, share photos of your garden on the Mr. Maple Friends group on Facebook. Great way to show people, what you're getting and how you're enjoying your garden. Great way to share your passion. And Bruce has been sharing in there a lot of times the limited release. He's been keeping up and saying 9 a.m. is this, 10 a.m. is this, which is really cool. I appreciate it, Bruce. And he said it's been overwhelming how many trees and shrubs have been bringing up for sale in the limited release sale. So many great choices. Great job. Well, we've been working hard to go out there and get that limited release and make it interesting.
Yeah, there's at least 12 a day.
Yeah.
So every single day, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern.
That's 13.
Yeah, okay, 13.
Yeah, 13 every single day. And, yeah, because you have 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. So there's 13, which is crazy whenever you're looking at this. Every single day, 7 days a week, that's the limited release. And so we have to run around the greenhouses and find stuff. And I think we've got it somewhere scheduled out to a Wednesday next week, and then sometime early in the week next week.
People say, how long is that going to go on? I'm like, as long as we can keep going. I don't know.
As long as I have time to find the limited release stuff, which means our media team's rocking it out, our shipping team's rocking it out, and I've got time to go around and run around the greenhouses and say, okay, here's an item, here's an item, here's an item, and then we put them in one specific house for the limited release. It's a fun way to have those plants that we don't have in huge numbers and make those available so that y'all can get some plants that are pretty rare. And here at Mr. Maple, we've got thousands and thousands of Japanese maples, and not every single set is large enough for a 10 at 10. We always try to work hard to make large sets for the 10 at 10 because, as y'all saw with the Usugumos we had yesterday, people were so excited that we had so many of them. It's because we have so many customers that love and are passionate about Japanese maples, and we have to make it as large sets as possible. So when we have limited numbers, they're great for the limited release sale. And we try to do our best to make it fun and exciting in a unique way on the hour, every hour. And that pro tip is that they're actually getting listed the majority of the time at 1 minute before the hour. So if you're checking there 1 minute before the hour, you might be able to check in and check out really quickly. And sometimes people say, man, that sold out so fast. I was looking at it at the hour and it was sold out. That's because someone checked out within that first minute. So just throwing that out there. But y'all, we've got some really cool videos coming out. I see Bearded Bonsai talking. Matt, when are the Talon and Vertrees videos coming out?
They're in the works. I know Corbin was putting some of the finishing touches on the Vertrees video yesterday. I kind of went in there and previewed a little bit of it with him. We've got some good stuff in the works. We went and filmed at J.D. Vertrees Garden and Home. J.D. actually passed in the 90s, but Stuart Wilson was very kind, the previous owner, to let us go and kind of film there. And a lot of the original plants are still there in that garden, and it's still extremely well maintained. So we had a blast going and kind of filming that garden in Oregon and bringing that back. So those are coming out soon. We'll definitely be announcing a full week before, and maybe even getting those in the preview a little bit so they can kind of be building up for those walkthrough Wednesdays when those hit. we're talking about possibly having, we're catching up a few of our other videos we filmed at Buckholz. We may even have a whole Buckholz week when we drop that walkthrough. So we'll see. There's some different things in the works there. Stephen Moses asked, is it okay to plant mini hostas around dwarf maples? Yes. Typically those have pretty non-invasive root systems. I've done it. I know I've had like Mighty Mouse and a few of those they were cool. They were really like the cutting edge new thing 15 years ago. I know I was like super excited to get like, I forget which of the variegated Mighty Mouse was or Blue Mouse. There's all kinds of cool little ones. Typically, yes. You got to be careful with some of the larger hosta because the roots could, certainly cause a little bit of issue for a smaller Japanese maple. If you're looking at an established maple, you're not going to need to worry about that as much with a hosta. But if you have something, like a 1 gallon, you should be fine with a lot of the dwarf hostas. Don't put them too close to the base, but, within reason, you should be fine.
So Andy asked, Sunny versus Summer Gold, sun from 9 to 3. And whenever it comes to Summer Gold's going to be more sun tolerant than Sunny. Sunny, it was a chance seedling from Acer Shirasawa Jordan. Summer Gold is a sister seedling to Jordan that is a little more sun tolerant. So Summer Gold's definitely going to display a little more sun tolerance, but the truth is that Sunny should probably be able to handle both. In our area, Andy, likely be able to handle the 9 to 3 as well. But Summer Gold's definitely going to be more heat tolerant than Summer Gold. I mean, Summer Gold's definitely be more heat tolerant than Sunny. But both are amazing plants.
Hey, let's do a roll call for who all's coming to the Labor Day open house. We're going to have some really cool stuff there. I know we kind of touched on it, but that Labor Day open house I think is going to be incredible. Bearded Bonsai said let him in, Corbin, for an advanced screening. Yeah, maybe we'll do like a screening one night. That'd be fun. I know we have like Chris already has the meetup planned for the day before Labor Day for people coming in that want to like get together for dinner. Maybe we'll do like sometime we'll have like an advanced screening of one of ours, put like a big screen up or something. That'd be awesome if we made like a really special video. We'll have like a premiere or something. I don't know. Anyway, we'll have those videos in the works. We're finishing up a few more Buckholz videos that are getting close. So there's a few really cool ones that are in the works. And we might air those in proximity to each other. So that's one of the reasons they're not up yet. And he was just finishing up that Veritrees. It is going to be next level. We were making the director's decision. We give Corbin and Brian all the autonomy to kind of make artistically whatever they want. That one's going to end up, the Veritrees is probably going to end up being right at 38 to 40 minutes. I know Corbin was looking at it and we were discussing whether to put it into a part 1 and a part 2. And I think we're just going to go with 1 because it's so special. We might have some B-roll later, kind of a director's cut edition for you, but I think we're just going to go with 1 long video so you can kind of experience going to Veritrees with us yourself.
So Victor asked, will you guys have any of the blue Fothergilla cultivars anytime soon? The answer is likely yes. I'd have to walk around and see. If I see some of those coming on, they can come to a Fun Flower Friday sometime soon. If there's not a large set, they may be coming to that limited release. And I'll be walking around the greenhouses looking for that specifically now since you asked, Victor.
Have you guys been enjoying the Thursday 10 at 10s? I know that's kind of been a new thing we've been doing. We threw some surprise 10 at 10s out there. We like to shake it up here. I mean, we get doing one thing and we're like, hey, let's do something fun. Our whole goal with the 10 at 10s is to make it exciting, to make it, something different and new. It's funny. People are like, sometimes I get people say things like, I didn't get an email for the Thursday 10 at 10. Like, it's only been going on like a week. Like, it can't be something that you anticipated for too long. I mean, we've been doing this, maybe 3 weeks now. We've done some Thursday 10 at 10s, maybe 4.
Yeah.
But it's starting to be a new thing for us. I know we dropped it the week we did our last open house. It's just been kind of a fun way for us to get more plants on there, kind of showcase some stuff that we might not have had time to put on there. And I think we've been trying to put enough hitters on there on Thursday too. I mean, Usagumo was a Thursday drop, so.
Yeah, we've been selling out of a lot of plants, and while we're selling out, we still have, it's summer, and we have over 175 maples in shippable sizes on MrMaple. So go check those out. You might have missed something on a 10 at 10 release or a limited release that might be around there. Go check out the full catalog on MrMaple because there's some really cool plants that are on MrMaple right now. It's probably one of the best inventories I think we've ever had on our website. But at the same time, we constantly keep listing new cool plants that are selling out too. So,
and all those are going to show up low in stock. I mean, that's what the limited availability sale is. A lot of times they're 1 to maybe 5, but max if it was like a big set. But normally they're like 1 to 3 oftentimes one of something. Still have Kenbu on there, Nicholsonii, and Folkert Select.
I think Folkert Select isn't actually supposed to be on there either, so
Oh,
drop that one off. But
we're always adding new things in there. This last week we just dropped some really cool things I'd like to talk about for a quick second too. We mentioned Usagumo, which that one has sold out. We do have some exceptional sizes in Higasiyama, Tattoo, and Ghost Dragon that dropped on the last 10 at 10. So those were kind of a couple big hitters that are still on there. About to drop a short on some of those Shirasawadam Ariums. I'll probably drop that one tomorrow, some of our shorts content. But those are some great size Shirasawadam Ariums as well.
Yeah, those Ariums, the 1 gallons are typically, I mean, the large 1 gallons are every bit of 18 to 20 inches, which is pretty spectacular for Arium. Y'all know Arium's such a slow grower. That's just an awesome tree to get, and those have some good sizes to them. The pastels have been sold out for a while, and so we just relisted those on this last 10 at 10 too. That is such a cool pastel selection. One of the newer Ghost by Talon Buckholz that you're not seeing that often. And we've got some really large Orange Dreams that just became available on MrMaple as well. So some really cool plants, and the Ghost Dragon's still on there.
Yeah, that one's a winner for sure. Ghost Dragon's pretty crazy. You get that border to it in the early spring. If you can slow it down, especially as it matures, that older growth gets some kind of weird variegation to it. I almost call it Higasiyama-like, but it's a weird swirling going on in there. It can almost get a little reticulatedness to it. Really funky one for, variegation on it. So very, very unique one. One of the first variegated of that weeping form.
Some things that I just realized were still on there that were sort of towards the bottom of the list were the Rising Sun and Abby's Weeping.
Oh, yeah. Great plants. Some really nice size Abby's Weeping, too. Those are phenomenal plants that kind of have the – Abby's Weeping is one of those japonicums that always seems to be a little even more superior to some of the other japonicums for fall color for me. And it really shows out in that fall season. You can get some almost purplish colors, which is weird on that one. I mean, it kind of gets these weird hues overall. I mean, purple is about the only way to describe it. It's got so much red and orange going on. They kind of blend into this weird color. Really showy plant, though. I'm a huge fan of that one. We actually dropped Dragon Master on sale by accident, so there's still Dragon Master on there. We brought it back to a 10 at 10. Those are just 45 right now, so if you're looking to pick up a Dragon Master, there's some excellent sizes in those. And Rising Sun, Acer Japonicum. Those are nice right now as well. Just a couple things to highlight.
So there are some Pinus thunbergii on the horizon. The problem with the Pinus thunbergii that we're about to be listing is I hadn't built a page for them, so I have to stop, build a page, get the photos, and get everything ready for the new page.
Ooh, that means all new.
That means new selections that you probably haven't seen before on Japanese black pines coming out.
People are starting to figure this out. I get a lot of comments in our group. They say, why is this page down? And someone's like, oh, it's getting to be the end of the hour. I better check this out real quick. So people are starting to get wise to us. Oftentimes, if you look something up on our website and it's not currently there, it may be returning soon. Really, the truth is it means it's down for maintenance. So we may be changing something about it. We may be updating photos or doing something to it. It doesn't always mean it's coming back. But a lot of times that means that we have it down so that we can surprise you with a 10 at 10 and bring it back.
It's scheduled. So it's scheduled for a 10 at 10 or scheduled for a limited release. So that's a fun way to look at it because you can sort of say, uh-oh, well, I better get ready.
It cracks me up how many people can tell me what's on the 10 at 10 based on what disappears. I'm like, wow, y'all watch close. That's pretty good.
We have thousands of plants on our MrMaple files. So to be able to notice which ones might be missing is pretty spectacular.
If you haven't ever treated yourself to that, go to our website. There's a section there. You go under Maple Info tab. The very bottom of that says the MrMaple Files. If you click on that, you'll have the largest book on plants ever created. I mean, or at least on woody ornamentals. There are over 86 pages, I think 24 a page, of cultivars or species of plants that we've offered here on MrMaple. So there's a massive catalog there, back catalog. Not everything's in stock, obviously, if you have that many different plants, but hey, if you want to dream or sign up to get notified when something's back in stock, it's a great way to go and learn about plants.
Well, guys, we've got the Fun Flower Friday for people that just tuned in. Check those out. They're coming on today at 10 a.m. A bunch of cool plants. Some plants that people, used to be some of our hit items on our 10 at 10s. For instance, like that Davidia Lady Sunshine, the green sleeves. A lot of those things were very, very popular on our 10 at 10s whenever we'd list them. The Hokuro Nishiki, the Ever Red. But then we moved those to Friday to give more room for maples on the Tuesdays and now the Thursdays. So, we've got some cool plants getting dropped today. These are some plants that you can obviously add to cart and then throw something in there with that limited release that you see popping off, or some of those cool plants we just listed on the 10 at 10 as well. So definitely some cool plants getting listed today, so take advantage of that.
Yeah, and just to reiterate, we've got the open house coming Labor Day. That's going to be this Labor Day. We're going to be open from 8 to 4 that day. Band, possibly a food truck, a lot of fun things going on. Full showcase here of the upper part of the nursery for plants. There'll be everything up top will be open. There's a ton of interesting stuff going on there. Of course, we'll have a great staff here to show you around as well. Probably more stuff than we've ever had ever before, so we'll make it special. We'll have some things up there that'll be kind of exclusive to open house as well, so you'll be able to see some things maybe for the first time in person there. But yeah, we just appreciate you tuning in here to the Mr. Maple Show today.
Andy asked, is there any flavin scents coming in the future? The answer is I don't know, because we have so many trees becoming available that are filling out their pots.
It's been grafted. I don't know what stage it's in.
It's very likely. We have a lot of plants filling out their pots down low, and a lot of them have just finished out their pots. And that's the reason why we have these extra trees we can do for these Tuesdays and Thursdays, because we have so many trees becoming available. So I'll just have to walk around and check Andy. I'll let you know if we do. And we've also got the Merch Mondays coming up very soon, where we'll start dropping Mr. Maple merch, Maple Mafia merch, and Mr. Maple Show merch on the Merch Mondays.
Guys, I appreciate you tuning in today. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I really appreciate you taking time to be part of our channel here. Again, we just hit 20,000. We're so excited. We're going to be doing some fun stuff to celebrate that, getting the merch store up, doing some fun stuff with our whole media team too, and letting you see some of those guys and what they do behind the scenes. So I really appreciate y'all subscribing. It's pretty fun. I know it hasn't been that long since we were it's still a really small channel. I mean, 20,000 isn't that much, but for such a genus-specific channel, we talk daily about Japanese maples. I'm humbled and honored that you guys want to be part of it. And I feel like we've reached a cool milestone. It certainly feels a lot cooler to say we have over 20,000 subscribers than to say we have over like 14,000 or something. It feels like a big one to us. So we really appreciate you guys continuing to sub and be part of this. And thanks so much.
Remember the Mr. Maple open house, September, Labor Day. That's September the 4th, 8 to 4. Get your hotels now, because it's going to be a fun time. And take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.